We rolled into Lake Eland under the covers of the night, the clock already pushing past 8. The road ahead was silent, our headlights slicing through the dark. And then, almost like a welcome party, the shadow of a giraffe and a zebra appeared on the roadside, standing tall, as if to greet us on our arrival. As the weekend unfolded, Lake Eland began to show us its magic. Egyptian geese glided across the still waters of the dam, their reflections rippling against the glassy surface. Herds of impala moved quietly through the open grass, their tan coats glowing in the soft light of the morning. And then there was the little moments, the ones that stick with you, like waking up to find wagtails perched on your rooftop tent, tiny messages of the wild, sitting right above where we sleep. Lake Eland isn't just a place you visit, it's a living stage, the calm of the evenings, the stir of the mornings, and the constant presence of a wildlife all around you. Out here, you don't just pass through the nature, you become part of it. This is Lake Eland.
Hey guys, welcome back to the V Expedition channel, episode 2. We're currently camping at Lake Eland for the weekend, and this isn't our first time here. Me and Tian have been here a few times before, and every time we've came this way, it's just been a very great experience. There's a lot of things to do. You can go on game drives or 4x4 routes, but on the game drives there is multiple species of wildlife, like you guys saw.
We came here late last night, came here around 8 o'clock, and me and my brother, we saw a giraffe running in front of our van, as well as some zebras. It's the first time seeing a giraffe up close in Lake Eland, and we've been here about 3-4 times now, and it's the first time seeing a giraffe up close. The first time we were camping here, we saw a giraffe just across our camping spot there in the back, but it was quite a distance, so couldn't see it properly. But last night we were maybe 10 meters away from it. It was really a great experience.
There's also a lot of fishing spots. What types of fish?
There's bass dams and carp dams. I'm not a big carp fisherman, so I rather catch bass all day. I know a lot about bass. I've got good experience with bass, but carp, I don't like that. It's more a drinking game than a sport.
The bass dams are more on top of Lake Eland, and we are currently staying at the bottom. There's 2 campsites. There's the top one, campsite A, and campsite B. So campsite A has power and running water, and campsite B also has running water, but there's just no electricity, and it's a little bit more remote because it is at the bottom of the farm. So yeah, we came separately because Tian had to work late yesterday, and we arrived around about 5 o'clock and started setting up. We drank a few wines, cast a few lines. Didn't really catch much yesterday, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I only came in around about 8 o'clock. We landed here. It was a very short notice trip this. By Wednesday we decided, no, let's go to Lake Eland. It's not a far drive from home. It's about a 30 to 45 minute drive, but the dirt road inside the game reserve is quite a distance out. You need to drive about 40 minutes on the dirt road, and it's quite a road to drive. I wouldn't recommend if you got a car or any low vehicle to come to this side. But all that aside, Wednesday we decided to do this trip, and then I think it was last week Monday roundabout, one of my friends sent me a link on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking for a rooftop tent, And then he sent me the link on Facebook Marketplace. We found a tent about $4,000. They were selling it, a rooftop tent, a Tenko. I don't know if you can see it there in the back, but I'll give you a proper look at it now. So me and my brother, when we decided we wanted to come to Lake Eland Wednesday, we only had Thursday to mount a tent. Now I got this big roof rack on my van because of the work I do. So we needed to make a plan to mount the rooftop tent. And that was a hassle because I only came around 7 o'clock by the house, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock by the house. And then me and my brother jumped straight to it. We started building brackets. For it. We took 50mm square tubing, we cut it so it can fit perfectly with the roof rack to mount it. I let my rooftop tent fold out to the back side, not to the side, because of the way Lake Eland camp spots is. So we let it fold out. So me and my brother's rigs is standing here behind us now. So yeah, let me take you through the rooftop tent.
We just got this rooftop tent, and honestly, it already feels like more than just gear. For us, it's the start of a new chapter. The freedom to stop wherever the view takes us. The push to dream bigger, go further, and make every trip unforgettable. Sometimes, one choice changes everything. And this rooftop tent was the game changer.
Alright guys, this is the rooftop tent I got on Facebook Marketplace. It's a Tenko, no boundaries. We got it for $4,000. Just to mind you, this tent cost about $16,000 new. Unfortunately, it is quite cold this morning, so excuse the way we look. But as you can see, it's got some few damage spots here. It's still got all its pins, but it's got some white rust on. Don't know if you can see, but all the Velcro is still good. Everything intact. This is the plan we made to mount a rooftop tent. This is a few square tubing we found here by the workshop that was laying around, and I took some 19mm bolts and nuts and mounted to the roof rack. The roof rack is built quite sturdy, so it wouldn't go anywhere. Then I took some 8mm bolts to bolt it into this thing. This is solar brackets. It came like this. They gave me everything, the bolts, the solar brackets, everything that is mounted to it. That's how we mounted the rooftop. Now this is the problem we're having. Because my bakkie is so high, it's about, I don't know the exact length, but it's about 2 meters. The problem I'm having is with the ladder. Now I think personally this ladder was self-built. I don't think it's Tenko's original, because if you look here, it's self-welded. Just wait for the camera to focus. It's self-welded here. So I think everything was built by them further on, but it's not a problem. It's reaching the floor, but the problem if you climb up, it's quite steep and you don't feel it, but as soon as you come by the tent itself, it is quite hard to get into the tent from here, as you guys can see. So that's one problem we're gonna have to sort out, but I think actually that's the only problem we have. We tested it now. It's quite it rained heavily last night. We didn't get any leaks from it, and yeah, so further on no problems. It's setting up quite easily and it's setting down quite easily. It's still got all its covers, all its canvases, but yeah, I'll make a video on how I'm fixing that, as well as how I'm mounting my ditch lights and everything else.
Three and a half minutes. That's all it takes. Quick, simple and efficient. This rooftop tent isn't just gear, it's freedom. It's a difference between saying one day and actually going. Every journey, every sunrise, every road you have been dreaming of. Set up in seconds, back down with ease. More time for exploring, less time worrying. Your next expedition is waiting. So get the tent, get outside and go live to explore.
Okay, so I thought I'll show you guys the inside of the tent. It's not as interesting as the outside, but I'll show you guys a quick peek. Okay, so don't mind the bedding. This is our camping bedding. The tent inside is 2.4 meters by 1.2 meters. It's a little smaller than a 3/4 bed, but it's still spacious enough for 2 people, and it's very long, really. It's a window on this side, and this side can completely open. I think actually all the windows can completely open. This is our fairy lights. It's actually very cool. It comes out, it is retractable, so you just take it at the back and you wind it up and we can take it out. So the plan was to string it along the pipes, but we just haven't done it yet. And also this is our little pouch where we can put in our phones and our waters. So yeah, thank you. So all that talk about the rooftop tent, I don't know too much about it, but I do know it sleeps incredibly nice. This trip, a few friends came along, and we even brought our parents. Honestly, it turned into such a nice bonding trip. You know what they say, the shorter the trip, the bigger the memories. The crew jumped straight into setting up camp, some more successfully than others, and it was hilarious to watch everyone figure it out. Now, Lake Eland. This place is honestly a hidden gem. The moment you arrive, you are greeted by calm, open waters and a quiet that feels like it's miles away from the busy towns. The campsites are perfect, plenty of space, trees for shade, and enough room to set up without bumping into anyone else. You can see why it's such a quick escape for anyone who wants to unplug for a weekend. The lake itself is full of life. Fish jumping, birds flying overhead, and the occasional sound of something moving in the reeds keeps you on your toes. Even just walking along the water's edge or sitting around the braai watching the sunset makes it feel like you're in your own little world. Later, we had a braai. The guys were catching carp all night, and the laughter, well, it was non-stop. Everyone was having the best time. Like I said in the previous video, the whole YouTube thing is new for us, but the crew just wanted to give it a try. So here it is, check it out.
Okay, hallo. Kyk, wanneer is jou deel?
Hi guys, today we are doing our first video for Good evening guys, today is our first video for our wine club. We are discussing our first wine tasting of the year basically.
So today we will be tasting the Porcupine Ridge, the Sauvignon Blanc, and we will be guessing what the notes are. So, well, we are wine experts, but not actual qualified wine experts, so we'll see how it goes. Cheers. Okay.
Okay, so Tegan is going to give us her first guess of what we're drinking tonight.
Okay, so some might say we are alcoholics and not wine experts, but I think it's the same thing. So I think the first note that I'm picking up is definitely gooseberries. That's what I'm thinking. What's your guess?
I'd say there's some slight citrusy notes that pull through. It's a
it's
very
a lot more
light.
fresh, yeah.
It's a very light one. It's very crisp, crispy.
It's a nice day wine and like
Day wine, night wine,
well,
lunchtime wine.
everyday wine. Okay, so next we will be actually reading the back of the bottle and then seeing if our guesses are right.
Yeah.
So are you gonna read it or what?
I'll do the honors.
Yeah. Let's see. Our
Okay.
guesses are right. Are we close?
Not in the slightest. Fresh kiwi
Okay.
and guava with splashes of lemongrass and a zesty, crisp finish. Porcupine Ridge takes its name from these shy nocturnal creatures that frequent the forest and fynbos that surround Buchenhout's Kloof winery in Franschhoek. Ever since our first vintage in 1996, our wines have reflected a philosophy of authenticity, expressiveness, and integrity. Porcupine Ridge, a Buchenhout's Kloof original. Okay, so that was our first episode. Went pretty unsuccessful, I'd say. But we'll see you guys next week, or maybe tomorrow, for our next review.
Cheers!
We're currently at the Carp Dam now. We've been catching a few, but only barbers. We haven't catch anything else yet. Kuntu had a carp on, but he lost it unfortunately because our net broke. But yeah, let me take you through what we do to catch the carp.
Okay, so for this I'm using Tutti Frutti floats. It's what I just caught the previous carp on. Just trying to get what works here at Lake Eland. From there on, just put it inside. Just for my hooks not to tangle up. Just get that nice and half oval, and I've got some Prince Hawaiian flavor. Just put a little bit of that, then just some honey, and there we go, ready to cast.
So I'm putting for ML a very small hook. ML doesn't know much about fishing. I bought this pink stick for her on Temu for her to join me with the fishing, so she can't be mad if I go fishing every now and then, because then I invite her with. But I'm rigging her rod the same as mine, but I'm gonna run hers a small fluke with a sinker to try to target the bass on the ground side, because from my knowledge the dam is pretty clear. There's not a lot of grass and stuff inside, so I'm gonna run her a black fluke and then a crawler. You rig the fluke pretty much the same as what you rig the crawler. You take it here through the head, same as the crawler side. Then you push it through the back. You take it to the top where it bends. Then you turn it around. Turn it around, you measure it. Then you push it through. Push it through. So your hook can stand there inside its stomach and hide away. Make sure your fluke is pretty straight. I put a swivel and a quick release on hers for if she wants to change quickly to a rapala or a spinner or any other thing we think is going to work. Yeah, and yeah, the water is pretty clear, so I think we got a chance if there is any bears in this dam. I heard there is some rumors on the other side of the dam that there is some bears and that they quite good size. So we got about an hour and a half to try. So let's try it.
Me and Tian just wanted to thank all of you for the heaps of support we have been receiving from our previous video. It truly means a lot to us, seeing as how small our channel still is, and it's, you know, it's a startup still, and we just greatly appreciate it, and we would love the support forward in all our next expeditions and small videos, and yeah.
The previous video, it was a problem. We we filmed everything was going so great. When I came by the house, my computer I was editing on, something happened with it. My Windows got corrupted and my Wi-Fi wasn't working, so I couldn't edit further. But we made a plan to get the video out as soon as possible for you guys. And honestly, thank you so much. The love we've been receiving from it's untouched. That is what drives me to make this next expedition for you guys. So honestly, stick around, because it's only getting better from now on.
Yeah, from our side, we'll just keep on giving you guys the best we can, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
But until the next episode, we will see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.